Well, hello guys, and welcome to the thoughts on video for Microsoft's 2016 E3 briefing. I think that's what they called it. Everybody called something different. There's a briefing, a showcase, an experience. It's so annoying. So Microsoft started off their show with the Xbox Slim. It's like 40% smaller. It's got an internal power brick. It's white. It's got a Blu-ray player. $299. Comes out in August. We all saw this coming. It was even leaked last night. Yeah, I understand why they did it, because I know they did the Slim for the 360. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. Next, Gears of War 4. Now, this is one of the big things, is they have this, like, Xbox Play, where it's like, oh, if you buy the game on the Xbox, you also get it on PC, and I'm assuming vice versa. That's really great. This is something, like, other companies should need to, like, start doing. Like, Nintendo needs to start doing this. Buy like a virtual console game on Wii U. If it's also on 3DS, you get it on 3DS. More companies need to do this. This is a great next step. This is something I'm glad they did. But yeah, they announced Gears of War. It's gonna have they showed off a demo. Yeah, again, it's a cover-based shooter. I don't care about games like these. I really didn't. It had a demo. It was weird because I guess this aired on TV, so like at one point they had to censor themselves. That was really funny. But yeah, I could care less about it. They showed off Killer Instinct. They added General Ram, who's from Gears of War. Again, if you're into Killer Instinct, good for you. I don't care. Forza Horizon 3, which is taking place in Australia. It's basically like Mad Max, but without the Mad or the Max. But yeah, whatever. It's Australia. Some of the scenery does look nice. They had this like weird thing with like helicopter dropping, which okay, it's kind of pointless, but it's still kind of cool. If you're into Forza, good for you. Recore, we saw some more Recore. Of course, every game has to have a grappling hook now for some reason. I think this is like the third or fourth game so far, the C3 with a grappling hook. But yeah, that was something, it kind of looked interesting. It kind of reminded me of Legend of Zelda, interestingly enough. It comes out in September. We got a Final Fantasy 15 trailer, or like demo, and it kind of wasn't that good. I mean, like, the first trailer was a lot better. This one, they were fighting like some like Titan thing, and it was just the player being smacked around for like 2 minutes until the rest of his party showed up. It was kind of stupid, honestly. I think the first trailer was a lot better at showing off the game. There's going to be a Division update, which okay, yeah, whatever. It's the paid DLC season pass. They talked about Battlefield 1, which I talked about in the EA discussion, so I'm not going to talk about that here. They're expanding Xbox Live. They're adding like background music, region languages. They're adding these 3 new things. One of them is like groups, like it's clubs, I think is what they call it, where you can like organize yourself into like parties under certain games or whatnot. There was like, you could put out like wanted ads, like saying like, oh, hey, I'm looking for someone in Minecraft who's a good builder, who can help me. And then there was tournaments, of course, tournaments. They showed off Minecraft. Oh wait, real quick. I do want to say everything is about tournaments this E3. EA's was about tournaments with FIFA and Madden. Bethesda's Quake was all about tournaments, and now Microsoft's doing tournaments with this whole Xbox Arena. Okay, now on to Minecraft. Minecraft, they did, there's like this friendly update which will allow you to like do like PC servers and like basically cross-platform on everything. VR, which is VR already? VR is coming to Minecraft, that's for sure. It was whatever. I mean, I do think cross-platform does make sense as an eventuality, but really. Custom controllers. They showed off all these, like, you can colorize the buttons, the D-pad thing, the controller itself. You can engrave your, like, name on the controller. There was a lot of customization. I think they said like 8 million or something like that. That's cool for anybody who's interested in that. They showed off this Inside game made by the creators of Limbo. They didn't really show off much of the game itself. They were like, oh, it's amazing, just trust us. And I think that comes out later this month. Limbo, they're also giving away Limbo for free, which I highly recommend. Limbo is a great game. They showed off all sorts of indie games. Cuphead, which I'm very excited for. I know Yooka-Laylee was in there. Bloodstained was in there. The Culling is it's like Hunger Games sort of thing. I really like it. I really do. That's an early access. They bragged about early access at one point, and there were a few. Oh, Slime Rancher. So yeah, that was indie games. Oh, they also showed off We Happy Few, which is basically like, oh, the world sucks unless you take these pills. That makes the world better. And, like, you get this, like, dark, twisted thing. I remember hearing about this game because I think it was kickstarted. And, yeah, that looks really... I'm interested to see because I hear it's, like, a stealth game or something like... I don't know. I don't know much about it. But, yeah, it does look interesting. I'll give it that. There's a Witcher card game, which... there's, like, a card game in The Witcher called Gwent. And they're actually making Gwent, like, a real, like, thing... I don't think they announced it for mobile yet. That's something they'll definitely have to do, but they'll probably get around to that later. Let's see. Tekken 7, which I don't really care about. I'm not if Killer Instinct was anything to go by. I'm not really a big fan of fighting games. The exception being like Smash Bros. And I'll play Mortal Kombat every once in a while. But yeah, I'm not. So it's like, oh, it's cool for whoever's excited for it, but I could care less. Dead Rising 4, which I mean, like, they're doing, like, vehicle. It's like I know the rumor said it was a remake. I don't know if that's true or not. But, like, at one point you see them driving around, like, an electric lawnmower. Riding mower. That looked really... that was funny. Scalebound, which, okay. I understand what they were going, I think like a giant, like, oh, boom, it's like riding dragons, fighting giant monsters, but the trailer wasn't that good. It really was not. It did not sell me on the game at all. It was kind of boring, and it lacked that, it was empty. That's what I can say. Okay, Sea of Thieves. This is probably my highlight, because I remember they announced it last year. That was all we heard. Oh, it exists. It's made by Rare. This time we actually got some information. We actually saw some gameplay. And I did like that gameplay. You see them at the end, you see them in like this pirate battle. And that was really cool. I am excited. It has that charm that Rare games used to have. You know what I was surprised? There was no new Battletoads. Everybody had money on a new Battletoads and we did not get one. That's really surprising. They even mentioned the Battletoads. Okay, I'm getting off topic here. But Sea of Thieves. Yeah, it looked good. I like that. They had a bunch of people play it. What was the thing that I thought was... It reminds me of, like, the Assassin's Creed, like, ship sailing from Assassin's Creed 4 mixed with, like, I'm going to say Guns of Icarus? I think that's the right game. Where, like, you manage a ship and go against other ship. It's kind of like a sea version of that. State of Decay 2, which is like a zombie game. I don't care about it. I think I did hear good. I think I heard, like, there were a lot of good moments in, like, the first one, but I don't care, honestly. Halo Wars 2, which it's Halo Wars. If you liked it, the first one, here's another one. I'm not a Halo fan. The only Halo I've ever liked is Halo 2. But yeah, I'm not but so if you're into it, good for you. Yeah. Oh, they're also doing a free demo, like, this week. And it launches in February of next year. And then lastly, Project Scorpio. They announced that, yes, this is a thing. We'll be talking about it sometime in the future. And they sold this really well. The trailer for this was like all these developers like talking about like, oh, this is stuff that we're doing. Or they didn't like say anything, but like, oh, here are some of the specs. Oh, this is going to be really cool to use. And I was like, this is how you sell a console. That was a great trailer for the Scorpio. It worked really well. They also said that like it kind of, the way they were talking about it made it felt like the next console. Like, kind of like what Nintendo's doing with the NX. Like, it's the next console. But at the end, they're like, oh no, all three, because the Slim is called the Xbox S. Even though I will always call them the X-Bone. It will always be the X-Bone in my heart. And so, yeah, the X-Bone, the X-Bone S, and the Scorpio, whatever, when they give it a name, will all work together. And yeah, what their goal, they said like something about getting rid of generations. So what I'm assuming they're going to try to do is just build one on top of another. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I mean, like, my brother's on an X-Bone, and if I ever want to play it, I'll just use that. But yeah, overall, there were some things I like. I mean, like, there were some things I really did not care about, which I kind of expected. There were other things that I thought were cool. There were some things that, I mean, like, I bet fans are happy. There was a lot of stuff that was leaked. There really weren't that many surprises, really. But yeah, overall, it was okay, I guess. I mean, like I said, I like the pirate thing, and that was my highlight, really. The indie games, I'm excited for the indie games. If anything, it started to like dip me down when it comes to Final Fantasy 15. But yeah, that's Microsoft's conference. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will not be covering the PC conference. Instead, we're going to skip forward to the Ubisoft conference. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you then. Peace.